Maybe I wish I could have done some things differently, but in the big picture, the big decisions I made, I couldn't do them any differently.
Former Baldwin County District Attorney Judy Newcomb doing some reflecting there about her time in office.
Newcomb recently sat down with our Eric Reynolds to talk about the past and the future. Here's the interview.
Come on, come on, come on. I remember it as a great experience. Had an opportunity to do a lot of things. We made a lot of strides while I was there. That was a phase of my life, and I loved it. I was always sort of focused on the job. We always had a lot to do.
Former Baldwin County District Attorney Judy Newcomb prosecuted 30 murder cases during her tenure. Newcomb may always be remembered for 2 of her high-profile cases.
Someone shot in the head with their own gun, people go, well, it's a suicide. I mean, yeah, you walk up and then you just start looking at it and you go, well, wait a minute. It's a unique case. It's not a, doesn't have a smoking gun, so to speak. It's kind of, it's a circumstantial, put it together kind of case. I think the evidence is there.
Judy Newcomb says former Mobile County Commissioner Steve Nodine's case was the most reviewed, but least political. Newcomb says jury selection is always a key factor.
People don't understand how difficult it is to get 12 people to decide on something. I think 9 people saw it very strongly one way. I think that's pretty powerful speaking in a circumstantial case. The jurors that I talked to voting to convict were very adamant that they felt there was sufficient, evidence. I believe in the case.
I asked Judy Newcomb about the Bobby Wilson murder case.
At some point you have to decide when your best chance is in a prosecution, and when you feel the evidence supports going forward. The only case I can think of that we didn't win on a retrial was Bobby Wilson.
Justice was served.
If every case you bring, you win, then you're not bringing enough cases in my book. You're just taking the easy cases. I had quite frankly hoped to continue to be DA.
Judy Newcomb lost her re-election bid to one of her former employees, Hallie Dixon. Dixon's campaign focused on Newcomb's failure to convict someone for Bobby Wilson's murder.
I have been climbing a mountain of sabotage at this point.
I think it's sad because we've never had that in Baldwin County, and I just don't think there was any doubt that that was the intent.
I see out there sufficient gratitude.
Along with Dixon's victory came claims of disarray in the former DA's office and requests for more funding.
We had reserve monies. That office is probably one of the most fiscally sound. I kind of wonder, where is the money that we left behind? One thing I learned from Mr. Whetstone is when you're in public service, you have to keep your motives pure. And, I think eventually she'll learn that it can't be about you. Hopefully she can mature into the position.
I asked Judy Newcomb if she plans on running for the DA's office in the future.
No, I don't. I may run for a judgeship or some other sort of office in the future. I'm just a worker. I like to get the job done. I don't need to get credit for the work. Maybe I wish I could have done some things differently, but in the big picture, the big decisions I made, I couldn't do them any differently.
In Spanish Fort, Eric Reynolds, Fox 10 News.
Newcomb is now working on a master's degree in international tax and finance law. She says she hasn't decided whether she'll be a prosecutor again or defend those charged in banking issues.
Well, she's also taking more time to enjoy her grandson and her family. Newcomb also told Eric that she's concerned the new immigration law is going to open up some lawsuits and take up a lot of law enforcement resources that are very limited right now.